I'm Brandon Overman. I work at St. Charles. I've been there for about 7 years. Currently a manager of an enterprise solutions team, and I'm an enterprise solutions architect. The core of what I do, I build relationships, which sounds kind of weird coming from the IT side of the house. But that's the primary thing I do. I try to understand people's jobs. In IT, sometimes it's really hard to see the value of the work you do to people. A lot of times you're making work more efficient, so you're saving money, and all those things are important too. But it's really hard to see the direct impact to people. And that's what I love specifically about working in healthcare at St. Charles. I can see the direct impact of the work I do to people and my community. I'm keeping people safe when they come into our hospital walls by making sure that the systems that our clinicians are using are reliable and efficient. That's the thing that brings me the most joy. Worry about the things you can change, and don't worry about the things you can't change. And that's easier said than done, obviously, right? And I think that applies to not only work, but also personal life and everything else. First of all, my family. I've been married for 20 years almost now. We have 3 wonderful daughters together. I love them and they're so much fun. The other thing that brings me joy is cars. Back in 2017, me and my buddy Jeff, shout out to Jeff, we started a Cars and Coffee event here in Central Oregon. We started it off at the Spoken Moto. Since they moved, we're now partnered with the Old Mill. At our events, we'll see young kids that just started driving, they're 16 years old, and a guy that has a $300,000 Lamborghini or something is checking his car out. They're connecting, there's no class stuff going on. It's just everybody's just enjoying each other's time. We've got people bring their project cars that are at any different stage of, they just got it as a roller and they could get it to the event, to they're done with it and it's this unique one of one. It's everything. And you could bring your Toyota Camry. It's about the cars, but it's also more about the people and the community aspect. Making those connections is so important to understand where people are coming from. That's what's driven me to love all kinds of different cars, because you see the different cars that bring people joy. You know, some of it is the fancy, super fast, crazy cars. And then there's the sentimental part of it. My dad had this car when I was growing up and I've loved it ever since. It's the relationship piece for me. That's just the core of all of what I do, both work and in my hobbies, I think. So I'm Brandon, and that's what I do.